What's up, guys, and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. Let's start this video with yet another bad news. From the Arnold Classic lineup, another great athlete, Akim Williams, who could have potentially placed in the top 3 of this year's Arnold if he peaked perfectly, is rumored to have dropped out of the show due to COVID. Now, this hasn't been confirmed by Akim yet, but it's very likely that this news is true because we haven't seen anything, training or physique updates from Akim in the last few weeks. It's really heartbreaking because a mass monster like Akim is always a wild card, and his comparison with guys like Steve Kuclo, Regan Grimes, and Samson would have made this show really exciting. I will keep you guys posted once Akim confirms this news. On a totally separate note, that's the 4th guy to drop out of this year's Arnold. Rafael Brandao was the first one to drop out, although he did beat guys like Samson, Regan, and Nathan during the post-Olympia tour. It was a big blow to the overall hype to this event because some might argue that Rafael is the most classic of them all. Nathan and Shaban dropped out later on, so it's kind of disappointing. But let's cheer for the guys who are giving every ounce of sweat to make this show as exciting as possible. From the Arnold Classic updates, we have Maxx Charles looking like an absolute unit 2 weeks out of the show. People accuse him of using oil, but that's his genetics right there. I mean, only if this guy had legs to match his extremely aesthetic upper body, he definitely would have achieved great things in his career. Every day, Samson posts a new update and looks more dangerous than ever. Great size combined with that vacuum. We can only judge so much from the pictures, but he has made incredible progress after pairing up with Milos. I'm not saying he is gonna win, but if you think about it, he is the one who has the closest shape to Brendan Curry. Marcello Aka Horse Md finally reveals in which division he will be competing in this year. Another great athlete added in classic physique. He hasn't decided a show just yet, but whenever he steps on pro stage, there will be lots of expectations. He does need to improve his conditioning up a notch, not implying that he wasn't in great shape when he turned pro. But the top 6 at the Olympia last year, the conditioning those guys bring, that's on a whole another level. One thing is for sure, a lot of Brazilian fans will engage to classic physique as they will now have 2 top-level athletes, which is great for classic as it will get more exposure.
What's up, bro?
Come back.
Welcome back.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? How's your legs? Day
My,
one.
my legs is
Yeah, mine too. Day one, bro.
day one.
Flex Lewis really wants it this time. Fans will be so thrilled to see him back on stage, and this time in the open bodybuilding, because after winning the Olympia for a few years, he was basically restricting himself from putting on more muscle to make that 212 class. Rafael Brandao joining him in his own gym for training is like a cherry on top. I mean, both of these guys had a great run when they trained together 2 years ago. Flex Lewis will 100% receive a special invite if he is willing to do the show. And the great thing is, he feels injury-free and ready for the push required for the Open. And as far as Rafael is concerned, he is still committed to Arnold Classic Brazil, which will take place in April. So that makes Rafael 6 weeks out of his next competition. Ending the video with a little smack talk that went down between Patrcik Moore and Emir. Not the first time someone tried to insult Patrcik. Just a few weeks back, Brett Wilkin took a shot at Patrcik for calling himself the future and yet getting 14th at the Olympia. And now Emir. Whose side are you guys on? Hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.